All right, how about now? Can you hear me? Put a W in the chat if you can hear me now. All right, cool. My bad, y'all. You want me to start over the chapter, or I can start over the chapter if you want. I'm gonna wait for someone to say yes or no in the chat, and then I'll keep going. Yeah, we got a good amount of people in here. I'm about to start the chapter from jump since I had no audio going. But man, yo, this chapter's already fire. Like I was saying, the last chapter ended with Emu kind of going back to the Holy Land, and I'm just gonna start from the top. So, Emu-sama, what did you say? Because at the end he said that he was probably gonna go to some specific place or whatever. We cut to the Holy Land in the Hall of Power. We got the Gorosei here. Don't tell me you intend to go to Elbaf. Please reconsider. For you to descend to the lower world like this, how can you all remain so calm? This is Garling busting in the door and putting his you-know-what on the table. Do you really believe the Holy Land is already safe? Garling. Yeah, Garling, yeah. With Shamrock's return, things do seem to be settling down, which this is kind of our way of hearing from Oda the reason why Shamrock didn't just come back to Elbaf in that arc. Well, we're still in that arc, but you know what I mean. But do you really think you can just sit here and do nothing? The lower world resupply operation is still ongoing. You gonna sub? I appreciate you, my guy. What kind of rulers are you if you can't even fill your people's bellies? So what I was saying before was, if you don't remember this, during the I guess post Reverie arc, I don't know what we're really calling that, but when Sabo was at the Reverie, one of the reasons why he was there was to declare war on the world government. But one of the tactics that the revolutionaries was using was making it so that it was hard for food to actually get to Marijwa and cutting off that supply line. So basically starving out the people in Marijwa. We don't know the full, details about what's been going on there while we've been on the Elbaf Island, but I feel like this is kind of what this is for us to kind of get that information to us. Let's keep going. But what we need right now is military power to keep the world under control, and also the former Marine headquarters, ... and then the Den Mushi starts going off. Garling, where's the food? This isn't the life a celestial dragon should be living. I already told you, York. The Holy Land is currently suffering from a shortage of supplies, and the things we'll need to resolve it is, and she goes, I'm hungry. Obviously, York is brilliant. She's a freaking Vegapunk. She recreated the Labo phase on Marijwa, the power plant, and she's got some kind of mother flame going here, kind of. But it seems like she's going to need to keep creating energy, as Garling says here. The mother flame, if you want to live the life of the celestial dragon, figure out a way to produce energy now. But that's not what I was promised. Come to think of it, your original body, Vegapunk, was rebellious as well. You'll need to take responsibility for that too. But and he just bangs it on her. Like, he didn't care about nothing she was talking about. It's been nothing but, he goes back to talking to the rest of the Gorosei. It's been nothing but disasters lately. All of this began after Nika appeared. And he got the rest of them stuck on silent right now. All you seen is in the bubble. I love when the creators do that, because it shows that they're thinking, but at the same time, they're like, damn, he really shut me up right now. Was it merely coincidence, or was it truly inevitable? ... I feel like this could be implying that somebody in this room is in on it. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like then we immediately cut to Jupiter, and he's like, in any case, Emu-sama, like, why are you changing the subject? Why are you changing the subject, Jupiter? Anyway, you must not leave Pangaea Castle. We will dispatch the admirals stationed at headquarters to Elbaf. And then Venus Juro's like, I'd advise against that. They're already far too occupied with everything going on. Then we shall go once more ourselves, Emu-sama. Workery, this was no coincidence. Cast aside all lust, sloth, and pride at once. Everything was indeed inevitable. Oh, and he got the close-up on his eye. Yo, One Piece is turning up. Let's go. And then they show rocks, and it's like him thinking back to these moments that he had with all these big players that we saw earlier in the Elbaf flashback. And We see freaking Rocks, and he's like, I'll be back. We see Roger search the whole world. We see Princess Shirahoshi being born. It seems that Neptune has had a daughter. We see Shanks. The devil fruit was stolen. We see Harold. What lies in Elbaf? Yo, what lies in Elbaf? What does that one mean? That might be talking about Ragnar, maybe. I'm not sure, but what is it? What do you guys think that means? Anyway, we cut to Loki. It says, we investigated the captain of the ship that sailed through the fog. His name is Loki. He is Harold's son. Which, yeah, Emu kind of dropped the bomb on us on that one in the last chapter, actually. Whitebeard protected him? Who is he? Monkey D. Luffy. And we see flashback to Marineford, and it's Whitebeard with half his face cut off, and then Luffy being carried off by Jinbei. Who is that? Marshall D. Teach, and is also Blackbeard at Marie-Joie. We see Vivi's dad, and him talking, Cobra, and him talking to Emu, talking about Nefertari D. Lily, and then Joy Boy, Davy Jones. It's clear that all of these people are going to be some of the main people that are going to play the big factor in the final arc right now. Do you yet persist in making Mu suffer? And it's a close-up of the cut-up posters of Luffy, Blackbeard, Shirahoshi, and then Mu. He got me saying Mu. Emu holding the poster or picture of Vivi going, Mu desires Vivi. And then it's just a close-up of the eye with the dot, 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 dot. All of this began long ago. Emu-sama, I entrust the Holy Land unto thy hands. Emu-sama, but if you descend to the lower world, so clearly Emu hasn't used its own body to descend to the lower world in quite some time. It is not within our authority to stop him. Garling don't give a damn. Garling is clearly like a real crash out. Like he's just down to go with whatever, low-key, that Emu wants to do. These guys, you know, they're trying to think of the best interest of everything at the same time. It seems like at least a little bit. But anyway. But Emu-sama, you must not leave this castle. There's no need to say that. So Venus Juro seems like he's on the same type of timing as Garling, low-key. Since it is something Emu-sama has already decided, Jupiter says, there is no one who can stop him. And we see a little silhouette of Emu on his pentagram, and then poof, he's gone. And we get a wide shot of the Pangea Castle. And in the foreground, again, you see a bunch of rubble, like at the end of the last chapter, showing that a lot of Marie-Joie has been kind of destroyed in whatever's been going on since before Shamrock got back. And we get a close-up of something else, and it looks like a little, like, a secret door or something. But we're not going to see anything else about that, because now we're cutting back to Elbaf, I think. Is that a metal heart? So if we smash that thing, they won't be able to return to normal anymore, Zoro thinks to himself. And Summers is looking like, you know what I'm saying? He low-key got the NL face. Damn, yo, I want to know where the hell Emu went. Low-key, high-key. But anyway, we're just wrapping things up on Elbaf now. We're back at the Walrus School. Brooke, Usopp, it's going to be okay. Man, looks like you guys broke some bones, huh? How about becoming cyborgs? Frank is stupid. Where's Chopper? Jinbei says. I won't forget your name, Sanji. Kilimanjaro saying to him. Say my name. Go on. Nah, I forgot. Sanji literally trolling this guy. And then we cut over to where Emu Gonku was, but I guess it's just Gonko now. She's still encased in the big block of ice. Why is the whole school frozen? Loki, I think Loki said that. It's not that it was frozen. All the thermal energy was drained. Damn it. Even the food's frozen solid. This sucks. Food. That's Luffy, who's trying to, you know, regain himself. It looks like he's been eating plenty though. I gotta give food to bro Usopp and bro Brook. Before that, you're the one who needs to get back to normal. Loki saying that? That's kind of interesting. It seems like Loki actually kind of cares about Luffy at this point. Which, if you misinterpreted the chapter that was a couple chapters ago where he shot him with the lightning, you would think that means that Loki's not really fucking with Luffy like that. But, you know, that was kind of like a brotherly spat, if anything. Even though he didn't know, he wouldn't be hurt at all by that because he's rubber. Anyway, hey, Loki, that girl you froze a while ago, did she die? Ah, that's instant freezing, so she's not dead. And this little guy here is the only one who can thaw that ice. pointing at Ragnar, eating some big acorn or some shit. She's not going anywhere, so don't worry. What? Nami says, huh? And she's looking off in the distance. And it looks like she's still using the rain to get rid of some of these, some of the fire that's going on. Okay. Let me know some of your thoughts about this chapter so far, out of what you've gotten to see yourself. Because first, I'm gonna cut ahead a little bit. At the Aurist Castle, we cut to the throne room. Wow. And so the throne room where a lot of this kind of started is where Imu pops up and immediately starts coughing, splat, splat, because some of they're coughing up what looks like blood anyway. Huff, huff, huff. And black lightning starts coming out of him, and wings comes out his back, and there's a huge explosion. Oh my goodness, bro. Wow. And who is that over there? We got Hajrudin and Dorian Broggy and Fallbeard. Sadly, these people that uploaded this scanlation are missing some pages here, so I can't even react to the whole thing today. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm gonna have to come back to this when TCB drops or when the official comes back, but I'm gonna do a second. Or maybe I'll just do a review of this chapter this week, since I can't look at the entire chapter because of the way these people uploaded it. But thank you for watching along with me. Like, subscribe, and all those good things. Appreciate you for your time anyway. Goodbye. Oh, it dropped? Well, where did it drop already? And then I'll just switch over there. Is it on, it's on TCB now? Because these people about to piss me off. What the hell you mean, you freaking... Oh, yeah, it is on there. Oh, we're fucking golden. Yes. I appreciate you, my guy. Thrusters and Henny. I like that name a lot. Oh, let's go. We in here. All right, let's finish this. Let's go. I appreciate y'all. All right, so going back to where I was, where Nami was looking off in the distance. Let's see here. Oh, actually, you see, I was missing a whole other part too. So after Imu goes poof, it cuts to the Elbaf. I just missed the first page of this. Hajrudin Stanton, this is the West Village Realm of the Sun. Check it out. One of the demons was trying to put himself back together again. So screw you, yada, yada, yada. He's still alive in this state. Look, it's like a magnet, freaky. Okay, so this is I'm sorry, the picture looks funny. You're the freak. You're the real freak. And it's Summers, and she pretty much has him like this. It's kind of interesting. I was saying last chapter, this is a lot similar to Law's ability in Punk Hazard and how he was chopping everybody up in that arc. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I think you should take a look at this too, Deshu. Thump, thump. And they look down, and it's the steel heart. We're cutting back forward. Nami's looking in the distance. There's big black lightning spiral coming down from the sky. Oh my god. How dare those other people skip the most important pages of the fucking chapter? You know what I'm saying? But anyway. What in the world is that? That black smoke looks weird. Everybody looking like that one clip of Cardi B where she's like on live or something, and then she's just like looking in the corner. She thinks she sees a UFO. Holy shit. And there's a giant black pentagram coming out the sky with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pillars of black. You can't say it's lightning. It looks like fire coming down. Is that a magic circle? Yo, just when these people thought they was in the clear, yo. Everybody, come here quick. What is this rumbling? Frankie says. I'm right by your side. Yo, this is going crazy. What the hell? And the freaking the huts or the houses are turning into evil something. Whoa, the houses are, what the heck is this? A dream? Oh, does Imu have like the nightmare ability? Like the real one, not this fake one that Kilimanjaro got? Yo, what is going on here? This thing is just bending reality with what it's doing. All the black fire is just circling around and comes down heavy on the castle where Imu is at. Holy shit, yeah. Okay, so all of that was just to get Imu there, it seems like. But man, yeah, way to make an entrance, right? Am I lying or what? And it's so much, I guess, the Conqueror's hockey coming out of this thing that all the kids are just getting knocked out, and only the combatants are really, really standing at this point. That's Conqueror's hockey, Zoro says. It's coming from the castle, Loki says. Hey, isn't this the same hockey from before? And Luffy's still looking all, you know what I'm saying? Sunken faced. So he's not going to be no help. And he barely really did anything to Imu when they were in the Gunko form anyway. So we cut to the throne room. Imu landed there, coughs up the blood, and the wings come out the back. There's a big explosion. Who is that? Oh, woo. Okay, so we see a bunch of the happy trees and buildings that got turned into demons or whatever they are. The Great One, freaking Kilimanjaro says. Don't tell me he came here in person, Summer says. Look, there's someone on the castle spire. And at the top of the castle, we see one of the coolest designs in One Piece fucking history. Yo, the world government creator, one of the first 20 ability Devil's Fruit. King of the world, Saint Nerona Imu. That's it. We can end the story. We can end the story because, oh my God, bro. What is about to happen in this next chapter? Oh, we got a break next week. Bro, this is crazy. Okay. There's a note here. Akuma, devil, is written here entirely in katakana, whereas it's typically written with kanji for normal devil fruits. Ah, so aka this is the real devil we talking about. Yo, and the design is so crazy. Imu has his only music rhythm, which seems to his own. I'm assuming you mean own music rhythm, which seems to contrast Luffy's drums of liberation. I guess we can call this the drums of oppression. Low-key, high-key, you spitting, my guy. Oh my God! But I just want to appreciate the panel work that Oda's done here. The small panel in the corner, where we kind of get the little glimpse of what the design's gonna look like. The middle-sized one, where we're just seeing the top of the house that makes it look like a pyramid, and it all just leads to here with the lightning coming from every direction. It's like, this is peak One Piece drawn right here. Just the close-up. We're not even really getting to see the design for real. But next chapter is about to go so fucking stupid, yo. It makes no sense. I did not expect this. I was not expecting to see Imu in their true form, or for it to look sick like this so soon. You know what I'm saying? I was expecting at least the next arc. At least the next arc. Oda, somehow 20, 30 almost years later, you're still making super fire stuff that is surprising your fan base week after week. I ain't got nothing else to say for real. Let me know some of your thoughts as well. I wanted to talk about the chapter and stuff, but I'm flabbergasted, y'all. So yeah, let me talk about this last part because I'm curious on other people's thoughts on this. What does it? All right, so we got this box at the bottom that says World Government Creator, one of the first 20 ability devil's fruit, right? So did Imu create the devil fruits? Do you think that that's the case? Because what's funny is I actually did a short a while back, like 2 years ago, and I'm sure that shit is gonna freaking probably blow up now, like my Bonnie one. That I was talking about the creator of devil fruits and the fact that Imu had a devil fruit, what I think was a devil fruit tree in his room. And so with this, that makes plenty sense. You know what I'm saying? Also, do you think that any of the other first 20 are still going to be around somewhere in the background that we're just not aware of and things like that? Imu might have the devil fruit. Yes, maybe, but I feel like the point of the editor's note, or the note that's at the bottom here, is kind of to show that this is different than what other devil fruits are. You know what I'm saying? It could be that it's a devil fruit, but if it was, I feel like he'd have a different kind of box for it. You know what I'm saying? And it would say, you know, it would be similar to how they usually are, which none of the Gorosei have a normal one either. And their abilities clearly come from his ability. You know what I'm saying? It looks like he's a Lunarian, Oni, and Ancient Giant mix because he is huge compared on the Giant's Castle. That's true. That is a really big castle, right? At the top right there. Let me scroll up a little bit so I can see which part of the castle he's actually on right here. But yeah, y'all are coming up with some great points here, and I'm loving this discussion. This is amazing, yo. You're right, because if we really think about it, the Straw Hats, when it comes to these castles and stuff, they look like literal action figures. And he doesn't really look like an action figure like that. He kind of looks like, he got some heft to him on the top of this building. I don't know if he's gonna reach the level of, how big some of the ancient giants are. I guess we'll have to see when we see him compared with Loki. You know what I'm saying? But I would say that it wouldn't be surprise me if he was about around like, you know, big for One Piece status, but not like ginormous. Talking about like Kaido sized. But man, yo, but everything you're saying is facts because we got the fire kind of, even though it's black fire. We got the darker skin, even though we don't know what color this is specifically. If it was red, I mean, come on, y'all. But if it had the Lunarian color to it, that'd be cool too. The white hair though could kind of be a giveaway for that. I'm curious about this eye that he has on the hand as well, and he got the Renegon, but that's neither here nor there. That's neither here nor there. Do you think any of the other first 20 are still around? Is one of the questions I had. And are we going to see other abilities that are not devil fruits, but are just like, something else? The literal devil ability. It seems like he has as well as the Gorsei. Man, yo, subscribe for more shit. Have a beautiful day. Check out that short I was talking about, where I talk about where devil fruits come from. And have a beautiful day. I appreciate y'all for watching me spaz out on one of my favorite series.